Hi, this is Neil San Dynasty. No, I'm Ginger. You're Neil San Dynasty. You're right, I'm Neil San Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. That would be like, share, and subscribe. That'd be like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum. You'll like having platinum. And be kind, helpful, and grateful, because it's better than being a jerk. You haven't heard it all yet. But Neil San Dynasty, we'll bring it all to you. You ain't gonna believe this.
Dr. Mark Johnson, one of the nation's leading COVID wastewater researchers, was able to track what he calls cryptic COVID strains through the sewage systems. And while he says those strains are no threat to public health, he believes some of them, like the one here in central Ohio, might actually hold the key to very important research on the virus. University of Missouri molecular virologist Mark Johnson spent much of his career studying HIV. That all changed a few years ago.
So we've done all of the wastewater sampling for the state of Missouri since early 2020.
Wastewater sampling played a major part in tracking COVID-19 outbreaks, but Johnson discovered a gap in that data.
There was no protocol established at that point for sequencing SARS-CoV-2 from wastewater, so I developed my own.
As the virus evolved into different variants like Delta and Omicron, sequencing its genetic material helped identify which strains were more prevalent in different areas. That's when Johnson discovered what he calls cryptic strains.
They have certain there are certain mutations that they regularly accumulate that are not in a circulating lineages.
In other words, a unique version of the virus that would linger in one wastewater system for a period of time and suddenly disappear. At first, Johnson couldn't understand why these mutated sequences weren't spreading, even in densely populated areas like New York City.
I thought it was coming from the rats, simply because I couldn't think of anything else that had enough mass in the sewer shed that wouldn't move around. And we tested more rat feces than I care to remember.
The tests were negative. As sequencing became more common across the U.S., Johnson started looking at publicly available data. A cryptic in Wisconsin led to Johnson's next discovery. These sequences might be linked to just one person.
We just keep going, checking all of the pieces of the web, figuring out, following it up the line until we got to a single manhole.
Wow.
And that manhole actually only got waste from one place.
Which is how Johnson arrived at the Central Ohio case this spring, when he found a cryptic in Columbus and in Washington courthouse with lineage that predates the Delta variant, the strain most prevalent in the summer of 2021. According to Johnson, that means someone has been carrying COVID for more than 2 years. Johnson went as far as to predict that this person lives in Columbus and commutes to Washington courthouse for work.
I just know that they regularly shed into both sewer sheds, often on the same day.
Johnson hopes that by sharing this story, that person will come forward to help him answer a lot of important questions.
How many cases are there like this? What are their symptoms? Is this related to long COVID, or there are a lot of people who got COVID?
All right. Well, basically, what I get out of that is now they can track you down from feces in the sewer system. Wow. 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 And of course, the COVID thing was cool too. Uh, I'm more concerned about them tracking you through feces. That's kind of. But anyhow, it was about the beer virus and someone carrying it for over 2 years. The first strain, before it got real. That's like patient one. Once you find them, you get a cure, kind of thing. At least that's what I got out of what they said after I got through my waste tracking people through sewage. Ugh. Anyhow, you guys have a nice night, and I hope this makes you have a better night.